Good morning, guys. Editor Kim here. I just want to do a little bit of introduction to this video. We're going to start out with some paper crafting. I'm going to update you on my journaling, but it is crochet heavy, just so you know. Just hang in there. There's lots of crochet. My crojo is all the way back, and so I'm having to, I want to crochet all the time once again, and I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I don't have, when you see what I'm making, you're gonna be like, you need a spring market. And so I need to actually try to see if I can find somewhere to sell somewhere in April and May, because I'm like really making springy type of things with plans to make more. And so anyway, I just wanted to tell you that it's gonna start out talking about journaling and my reading journal and my highlight journal for 2025. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. And then we will get into the crochet. I have to tell you, my crafty nomad tendencies are trying to jump up, and I was like getting some things together to donate, and I found some bags that I started sewing, which wouldn't take very much to go ahead and finish up. So I want to do that, but really that's going to take an effort because everything needs to be organized, and my sewing table is currently full of all of my crochet things, so I have to fix all that before I can sew. But anyway, I'm feeling the pull and the draw. Yeah, that's it. That's all. On to the video. Hi everybody, Kim the Crafty Nomad, and I am going to catch up on this little journal. I'm not sure if you guys can see everything, but there you go. So it's time to document January. We did finish December. Actually ended at midnight on January 1st with New Year's Eve and Happy New Year's Day. But now we are going to begin working on January. I hope you guys can see. I'm gonna just use that to hold it open. I don't have a huge work area, but actually no, I'm gonna take that off. Sorry if I'm shaking everything, but I'm going to do kind of a cover page right here, and then, or maybe this whole thing will be a cover page. Hold on one second. All right, friends, I just had to go ahead and do voiceover. I tried to speed this up a little bit for you guys, edit out a bunch of it so that you don't have to endure. But anyway, here I am trying to create my January cover page, and I don't for the cover page I didn't want a ton of white space because I'm not really gonna write on that page, and I also don't like the word January was printed on my thermal printer. Sorry if you hear Bella. And so it comes out on this like receipt paper type of stuff, but I think this one, I think I printed it on the sticker paper, but anyway, it's just so white and I want more color, and so you're gonna see me find some way to cover up that page. I have this vellum papers that I got from, I think, Temu, and initially I was like, oh wow, I was so excited because I hadn't opened them. I just didn't realize that they were vellum, and then when I realized that, I was like, oh yes, this can easily cover one of these pages completely for my cover page, and that way it's not going to be so much white space. And so this little mini paper cutter, I did get that from the TikTok shop. You could just lose your mind over there. So many things to purchase no matter what you are looking for. But anyway, this is a good little cutter, and I found a piece of vellum that I liked, and I'm just looking to figure out how to cut it down to size so that it would cover just one side of that spread, because the other side I will begin to document January on. And so yeah, it was so much going on, guys. I really tried to just talk through this, but man, it was quiet at first, but everybody got going and it got really noisy, so I just decided to do the voiceover rather than be frustrated. Anyway, here you go. Really sped up now. You can see me working through it, and in a minute I will show you what I ended up with for the cover page and for everything else that I ended up documenting for the month. I had fun doing this. I'm so glad to be caught up using washi tapes, using vellum, using several different, 2 different photo printers just to get this done. I'm having a great time with this project. Hey guys, I am updating the reading journal. So first of all, for February so far, I have finished 2 books, one of which is from my physical TBR. So I get to color in a book over here. So let's do that. I decided to put red because nothing. So the goal for 2025 is to read 25 and 25, and that is 25 books off of my physical TBR. Now, I plan to read 52 books this year, but off my physical TBR, I want to, which means I want to read 25 of the books I currently have physically. So far, I'm at the 4th book that is a physical book that I already owned. Okay, so then, or that I own. Then here's my yearly reading goal. I finished 2 books so far in the month of February. One was a physical book, and one was an audio book, one was a physical book. So these 2 colors, pink is going to be for physical, blue is for audio. So the first book I finished in the month of February is Babel by R.F. Kuang. I think that's how you pronounce her name. So there is the audio. And the second one is Bad Black, I can never say that. Bad Black Fat Girl. Notes from a Trapped Feminist. And it is a nonfiction. I was drawn to this book because it was set, the girl is from the south side of Chicago, and she's younger than me, so she grew up very differently than me. I used the wrong pink. It was the lighter pink. Dang. Okay, so let's just use the darker pink for this now. Okay, let's just fix it like that. It was the lighter pink, dang nabbit. Okay, so anyway, sometimes the point of reading is to get inside of somebody's head that is unlike you, and so that's why I read that book there. So now I'm up to 6 books for the year. There are 52 squares here because that is what I plan to do. So at the end of February, we will be able to add our top book for the month. I don't know what that's going to be. That's still the book club page. We've already seen that. My K-drama tracker. So I have added 3 additional K-dramas that I watch. I still have to put down, I'm putting down the name, where I watched it, and how many episodes. So, and I think 2 of these I watched on the Viki app, and one of them I watched on Netflix. And yeah, so I'll fill that out. Of course, I have a couple of pages because I know I'm going to watch a lot of dramas in this year, because I always do. And then these are my January book reviews, and I didn't have a January page before, so I'll show you guys that. That's how I decorated the page for January. And then I'm all set to get started for February. I read 4 books in January. We'll see where I land in February. If I read at least 4 a month, then I will be on track to get to 52 books in the year. So here's February's page. And there is, I already put in R.F. Kuang's book, Babel. And then I already put in Bad Fat Black Girl by Cecily Bowen. So I just have to review them. I haven't done that yet. But there you go. I did get that done. And then on this back page is my reading tracker, where I put down the name of the book. If I can fit the author in, I do. I put the genre there, and I put how many pages that I actually read. Now, if you see this, Babel was actually 560 pages. I audioed that one. So, and then I put my star rating right there. So there you go. That's the update on my my reading. Well, I'm gonna keep working on this later on today and put my reviews in, but that is my reading journal there. Let me show you guys my what is it? I don't know what I'm calling it, but my other journal where I'm documenting highlights for the month. Let me show you what I wrote or what I did for January. Hold on. Okay, so this is just my regular, almost like a diary journal where I'm just documenting things that throughout the month. I don't write in it every day. I do just put in things that were the highlight for the month. And so things that are notable for the month. So here's my January page here. And then the first thing that we put in the book for January was celebrating Steve's birthday. It was right at the beginning of the month. So I've got all the things that we did. And then I got a little note about what we gave him for his birthday. Told a story there. And then like 2 days after that is when the Palisades fire started. And then 1 day after that, or that same evening, the Eaton fire started. So I definitely needed to document that because it was significant. Something significant that happened in the early part of January that for the people who went through this, it almost like erased everything that led up to this. I know that I work for a doctor who lives in this area, and many of our doctors in our department did live there, and a lot of them lost their homes. The doctor I work with did not, but it was just a devastating thing, and so I just had to write that out. Not that I would ever forget it, but I wrote about that. These are pictures that I took from the window. These two are the window that I look out of in my cubicle. This is like down by the cafeteria. You can see the smoke behind the tree. This was early in the day. This was by the time I went home from work, and this was the next day by my house is what the sky looked like. And I live a decent, I wasn't in any danger. I was far enough away not to be in any type of danger of this fire, but look at what the sky looked like in my neck of the woods. So I wrote about that. And then the only thing that I made in the month of January, really, that I completed was this little tutu dress for Bella. So I had to put that in there. So she got a page. And then I documented one day we got some mail for Jordan, and it was from a college. And for me, I experienced it as the first piece of college mail that he received. But apparently he had received some, but this was the first time I saw it. And so I took a picture, documented it. I put his picture in there just to put in there, and his handsome face. And then I decided that probably every month I'm going to put in one picture of myself. And the idea is that when I do these types of things, I'm always thinking about the future when I'm not here. And that, not to get modeling, but no one's going to get out of this thing alive, right? And so there will be a time likely when I'm not here. My son will be here. And so I thought I would at least include one picture of myself every month. And so, yeah, wrote a little bit about what I was thinking and feeling in January. And then I just had these little scraps left over and threw them in here. So when I get ready to do the next, this will be the February page. So I'm always going to be working a month behind, but I'm really, getting through this first signature. So yeah, it won't always be a lot to highlight, but I did find things that I felt like were worth documenting. And yeah, that's it for that. I'll show you some crochet next. Good morning, guys. It's Kim the Crafty Nomad, and I said I was going to show you some crochet, so I wanted to jump on and show you what I've been making. Now, you guys know that I have, I'm looking at Bella. I have a yarn bag challenge that I've made for myself where I put a bunch of yarns inside of a reusable shopping bag, and I am challenging myself to use the yarn that's in the bag. So I have successfully been able to use up the pink ombre Bernat blanket that comes in the cake of what I had left. I found this pattern. It is by Katie Mimi Toys on Etsy, and it is a Easter bunny. And so yes, yet another bunny for me to do. Now, she's got a bow by her ears, but it's not really on there. I'm gonna glue it on with some fabric glue in a minute. There's a couple problems with this, but you know, it's done. Why is it so cute? Okay, so literally, the muzzle was supposed to be the same color, and so was the tail. But I ran out. I used up all that pink. Even had to adjust the ears. If you look closely enough, you'll see one of the ears is bigger than the other. Did my best to try and get it right. I don't know what happened. I had this pinned on. It looked totally straight. And then when I got it all done, I was like, why is it not straight? I don't know. I got issues with symmetry, but I still think it's cute. I'm leaving it just like that. I will definitely make this pattern again. It's super, super easy to do. So be on the lookout for at least one more of these. And then this little bow, I had this Crochet ribbon in my stash. I used it when I make project bags. Hopefully I'll get back to it, but when I make the drawstring ones, I use Crochet ribbon as my drawstring most of the time. So this is the Easter Bunny from Katie Mimi Toys. And then I also did one more thing. And this one, I was watching, I don't know who. There's a lady, I'll find her channel and I will link it. But she makes these, she takes orders for these. And it is called Diddy Decks. It's a palm-sized snuggler. And here it is, a little dragon. It's a little dragon, and it is palm size because you can hold it in the palm of your hands just like that. So it is so cute. I used the other Bernat blanket ombre that I have in that bag, but it's a greener colorway, and I have made like crocodiles out of this, and I've made the dress part of a doll out of this, and I still have a lot left. I mean, this is the second cake. So I used up one full cake already, but this cake was almost full in the bag. I only used a little bit of it, but look at how cute. Now, let me tell y'all, I messed this up. This is written, excuse me, in, she went to sleep. She's over there trying to go to sleep. In English terms, and I had to pull myself together and realize that. But this tail was supposed to all be half double crochets. You start with 4 single crochets, but the whole thing was supposed to be half double crochets, and I kept doing single. So I'm gonna do this one again as well. I'm gonna do it in a different color. And also I used 14 millimeter safety eyes because that's what I had, but the pattern actually called for 16 millimeter. I just went with what I had on hand at the moment in the bag, and that's what I had. So anyway, that is the crochet. It's cute as it can be. So let me just show you. It's a snuggler because it's not stuffed, you see. Okay. So, I mean, it's super cute. And I think if you embroider these eyes, it would be so perfect for a little hand. Just embroider the eyes instead of using safety eyes, and it's perfect for a little hand. All right. So, I have a couple of other dragon patterns that I really want to do, but I definitely want to give this one a try. This is Diddy Decks is by Jody's Yarn on Etsy, so it's also a paid for pattern, and I really enjoyed it. Worked up super quick, both of these did. And so now I still have a lot of this green, which I have a plan for. Now this cream color I had to break out when I realized that I was running out. Oh, the ribbon fell off. When I realized I was running out and I was gonna have to do the muzzle for this in a different color, I came home and found that cream Bernat blanket. It was a brand new ball. So it's not in the bag, but since I already used it, I went ahead and used it for the wings on this. I didn't have any other colors in the bag. If I had had the pink left over, I would definitely have done the wings that way, but there was no pink left over. So I successfully used up all this colorway and, you know, made a dent in this colorway. It didn't take up that much yarn. And, yeah, and then I had to use some DK weight acrylic yarn for the horns, which I had that, but it's not in the bag. It's in the bag now because I know I'm going to make some more of these. All right, so I think that is it for crochet. Let's continue this crafty week. I will see you in the next clip. Bye. Okay, guys, so I'm making another one of those Easter bunnies, but this time I am trying to use I decided to just go one ball at a time that's in the bag. And so what I'm trying to do is use up this baby bear yarn. It's in a pink colorway. My puppy is trying to jump up here. Anyway, it's a lot of this yardage left, way more so than the yellow ball. So I'm trying to use it up. So, okay, mommy, hold on, y'all. So yeah, it's like a baby pink. I don't know, I don't have the label, but anyway, because I just about ran out of the other Bernat blanket when I was doing this pattern, I said I'm gonna make all the parts first, because that pattern makes you make all of these parts, the legs first, and then you go to the body. And usually when that happens, you think, I'm going to be crocheting things in, but you sew everything on. So I said, well, I'm going to make the parts. And I mean, I'm not in any danger of not having enough for the rest, because the only other thing that needs to be made other than the body would be the muzzle, as well as the tail. Otherwise, you know, this is way more than enough, because there's so much yardage here. And yeah, I think this is gonna take a good bite out of it, though the body takes up a lot of yardage. So I'm gonna get started on the body. I'm not gonna force myself to do the look at I'm not gonna force myself to do the other pieces because I think I'm gonna have plenty, and if not, I can do white or cream. Okay, that's it. That's all. The dog's going nuts. Okay, bye. All right, guys, I finished up everything, and during my lunch break today, I went ahead and started sewing this little Easter bunny together. It turned out so cute. Eventually, I am going to show you guys in another clip this one again. But yeah, I just really like how it came out. And I really like the baby bear yarn. It's kind of one of them sad things when you think about Joann's going down. But at least we still will have 300 stores, and hopefully that means that they will beef up their online presence. That's really what I hope. But Baby Bear is awesome. Posh is awesome. Plush is awesome. So I hope that there's going to be some kind of way that we can keep those yarns. Anyway, this was a nice size, and the sample, the designer used Himalaya Dolphin Baby, and this is pretty comparable. It's about the right size. Oh, I didn't point out something. When you look at it again, you'll see I used googly safety eyes. Yes, there is such of a thing. Anyway, I enjoyed this. Guys, all done. Actually, she needs her bow. Otherwise, all done. When I get home, I'm going to show you this one, compared to the other one that I made with Bernat blanket. This one is made with baby bear yarn, so it's much smaller, but I'll show you later. Okay, bye. Hey guys, let's end out this video with the last couple of things that I have made during this weekly vlog before, you know, we get distracted. Okay, so I made one more little bunny and the weird. Oh my God. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm so sorry, but I realized when I held it up that the toe, this toe, it just got a smudge on it. I don't know where it came from. I got a lot of it off. I will continue to work on it, but oh, how disappointing. And the crazy thing is I had a premonition. I should have listened. I said to myself, I put it in a bag to bring it home, but I had told myself, put it in another bag and then put it in a bag, and I didn't do it. And as soon as I put it up to the camera a few minutes ago, I could see the smudge, and I could still see it. But I am really hoping that I can get it off. I'm gonna maybe try one of those Tide pens to get it off. I don't know. I mean, you can't see it right now like you could before in the camera, but I can certainly see it in real life. Anyway. Oh, and the okay, this is ridiculous. Now the bow fell off. I gotta try that again too. All right, I had just put the bow on, and I should have just showed it to you without the bow, and then put the bow on so it could sit and dry. I had just put it on. So anyway, I'm so outdone. Anyway, this one is done, and I wanted to show you. This one actually came out smaller than this other one. So let me hopefully not have a smudge on this one. I'm trying to pick it up carefully. Yeah, no smudges. So this is the same everything. Same pattern, same yarn, same crocheter, same hook, and yet this one's smaller. So it could just be my tension. It could also be that sometimes different colors come out a little bit thinner. So those are those two. Now I want to show you, let's put this yellow one away just because I'm so worried it's gonna get more dirty. So I'm gonna just put it away, and then tomorrow I'll try to work on it. I'll put the bow back on when I get off with you guys. But I wanted to show you guys, this is Bernat blanket. This, hold on. Okay. Bernat blanket and baby bear. So like I said, the designer did this one with for the sample for the designer, she did it with Himalaya Dolphin Baby, which is closer to this. So well, it's a different pattern. Anyway, turned out really cute. So I'm gonna fix my other one and try not to cry over it getting dirty. Hopefully that smudge will come off a little bit more. And then the final thing I wanted to show you in the video, I'm so thrown off because that is messed up. That messed me up a little bit. Anyway, this is a little mouse. It is from the Fable collection from Cable and Canvas. And here she is. Now, I plan to make 2 of these, but in the baby bear yarn, it comes out so small. So I'm gonna make it again in Bernat blanket and see how that goes. But this is just, it's a lot of effort and it's really small. So you really wouldn't be able to get your money back off of this one. Hold on 1 second. So yeah, as cute as it is, it was fiddly with this yarn, and it's just, you know, I was gonna make another one, but I want you to see I used oval I think these are supposed to be oval safety noses, but I used them for eyes. And then the tutu, it's like a little ballerina, is removable. And there's her little ballerina shoes. All right, so that's it. That's all I think for this video. Got a lot done this week. Crojo is all the way back. I'm gonna probably work on that little mouse and the Bernat blanket in that green and in like a cream, and we will show you guys that one in the next video. Anyway, I think that's everything I'm gonna show you on this video. Yeah, I don't have anything else in my back pocket. So we're gonna end right here. We're gonna say thank you to everybody who joined me on this video. Please like, subscribe, share, and we will see you in the next video. Until we meet again, keep it crafty.